The challenger simply will not be denied. No, it can't be! He ain't playing here. And last but not least, there was this.
Here is your winner, and the new United States Champion, Daniel Bryan.
A long road for Daniel Bryan leads to the United States title.
I can honestly say that a win is a little more satisfying when you make your opponent tap out.
And I'll tell you, the roof nearly blew off this place in Rosemont when the bell fired.
We're in Boston in a building where many great champions have been crowned, and right now, the tag team titles are on the line. The champions, Kofi Kingston and R-Truth against the unlikely team of Daniel Bryan and Kane.
Talk about an odd couple, Michael. With everything we've seen from Bryan and Kane in the past few weeks, I gotta wonder if Dr. Shelby's anger management therapy can turn these two into a cohesive unit.
What do you know about therapists, Saxton? They've been thrusted into this position while the champions have been centered around their teamwork for the past 5 months. Kane and Bryan only have anger management in common. I wouldn't call that a building block towards tag team titles.
What a stomp!
Good grief!
Oh, nasty impact.
All the questions of will Kane and Daniel Bryan be able to coexist looking like a moot point right now.
Bad spot for him to be in here, guys.
He's got to do something to get back in this thing. We've been seeing Daniel and Kane in therapy for weeks now. It's not anger management that these two need. What they need is respect from the WWE Universe. These Yes Chance fans are an absolute mockery to Daniel Bryan. I don't blame him one bit for being angry.
Oh, man, right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow.
For Raw this past week, the crowd chants, "We, so these Yes chants are becoming bilingual.
Oh, very cute, Cole. Daniel Bryan's just a few feet away, and you're doing that. You should see if your friend Dr. Shelby does sensitivity training as well, because you need it.
Ever since Kofi and R-Truth became allies, they've been on a tear in WWE. They know how to work together as a tag team. Then on the other side of the ring, judging from the last few weeks, Kane and Daniel Bryan are far from being on the same page.
Same page? Daniel and Kane aren't even reading the same book. Whereas Kofi and Truth are finishing each other's sentences.
We talk about being on the same page, and Truth and Kofi certainly are. But what do you think Kane and Daniel Bryan's shared experience in anger management can create a chemistry of sorts?
Kofi and Truth have held those titles for 5 months. It'd be ridiculous to think that trust falls and yelling at kids wearing goat masks for a couple of weeks is going to get you the same kind of chemistry the tag team champions have.
Bang! And setting up good. Golly, what a knee.
This is not the place where you want to underestimate your competition.
Absolutely not. Guys, when the WWE Universe has the power on Monday Night Raw, they can be really nutty. Case in point, a few weeks ago, the WWE Universe voted on social media to have Daniel Bryan and Kane hug it out in the middle of the ring. Yes, folks, hug it out.
Yeah, it was not a sight we usually see in a WWE ring. Kane and Daniel appeared to be two people that have never given a hug in their whole life. An awkward moment that showed they both still had a ways to go in their anger management.
Inching closer to it. There it is. The tag has been made.
Oh, he needed that in the worst way, Michael.
And Kane manages to reverse out of that one.
I need to say, guys, if Daniel Bryan and Kane can work together and win here tonight, Dr. Shelby deserves a Nobel Peace Prize.
Well, I hate to burst your bubble, Cole, but I have it on good authority that Dr. Shelby isn't even a certified therapist. My sources on the health board say he dropped out of medical school to visit Tibet on some kind of spiritual excursion. That guy's a fraud. Agonizing for the arm.
Look at Kofi.
Can he finish the job?
I don't know. Right to the body. That hurt.
He can end it.
Kofi Kingston's looking to finish. Is he done? Nicely done as he gets out of the submission.
Color me surprised, Michael. I did not see that one coming.
Brought in the hard way.
Ooh, right in the face.
Destroyed.
So, Michael, let me ask you, did Daniel Bryan's anger management issues begin way back in April at WrestleMania, when Bryan, who was World Heavyweight Champion at the time, lost his title to Sheamus in a record 18 seconds? It's been haunting Daniel Bryan for months.
Yes, it did. Listen, Daniel Bryan confessed that WrestleMania was the most embarrassing moment of his whole life, and that's including the time his fiancée left him at the altar. Come to think of it, that was this year, too. I can't blame Daniel for feeling some stress.
Leading up to this match, a lot of praise was thrown on Kofi and R-Truth. Kofi being a three-time Intercontinental Champion and both having time as United States Champion. Well, Daniel Bryan has his accolades as well.
Of course, Daniel Bryan won the United States Championship at this same pay-per-view 2 years ago against The Miz. He also went on to win a Money in the Bank and become a World Heavyweight Champion.
Bringing up Daniel Bryan's time as World Heavyweight Champion, he did lose that title in only 18 seconds to Sheamus at WrestleMania.
Why? Why do you have to go and bring that up, Saxton? You know Daniel's in a fragile state right now, and you bring up a moment where he's caught off guard and hit by a now outlawed road kick.
He goes down hard.
Yeah, he's not looking very good at this point, Cole.
You know, I have to say, I've seen some progress in Kane and Daniel Bryan's anger management. I don't think they are all the way there, but there's been definite progress.
I see it too, Michael. We don't see Daniel screaming in the face of fans anymore. He's keeping his composure pretty well. And Kane, well, Kane is still Kane. There is some deep-rooted trouble within that motion.
Goes down hard.
In comparing Daniel Bryan and Kane's progress in therapy, I think there are two different cases. Bryan had an emotional breakdown brought on by the WWE Universe, whereas Kane has just been sick and demented since birth.
Well, one of those things for sure. They're both off their rocker in my estimation.
Great job, Dr. Cole.
It'll destroy your face.
With a 180, Kofi Kingston, the reversal.
Can we address R-Truth and little Jimmy, please? If anyone needs Dr. Shelby, it's R-Truth. The guy's seeing things. He's holding ropes.
Comment a pictorial about little Jimmy's family. Portraits like little Jimmy in a birthday party hat. Pretty fabulous.
Cole, I was reaching out to get... We've seen what it's done to Saxton.
Well, I would have to refute that, okay? I am a well-adjusted adult gentleman with many real-world friends, too. Thank you very much.
No telling how long he'll be able to keep this up.
Jam your leg in a bad way.
You know, Byron, Kane and Daniel Bryan almost accidentally stumbled into this title opportunity when they defeated the prime-time players on last week's Raw.
I can tell you it was no accident when Kane delivered a hateful choke slam on Bryan. It just so happened that Daniel landed on their opponent long enough to gain the pinfall. I can't foresee that being the outcome against the champions, though.
It was tossed. You should get airline miles for that.
And he's heading back in.
Wicked clothesline. Oh, no, he's taken down.
You know, I don't think he has much left.
Tossed around like a rag doll.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Daniel Bryan has so much on his mind right now. He was ballistic in a WWE.com interview. The problem is Daniel Bryan, he's a great competitor, but this crowd constantly distracts him. How can anybody do their work when this is going on?
Well, it's absolutely unfair. Bryan has to keep his anger in check while hearing the WWE Universe mock him. And then he also has to focus on his opponent. It's a lot to handle.
We touched on how much is going through Daniel Bryan's head right now. Again, this all started when Daniel Bryan thought the fans were embracing him. And then when he realized they were actually humiliating him by repeating his yes chant, Daniel Bryan just snapped.
And that's one of the reasons he seemingly has gone off the deep end as of late. And as a result, the Raw general manager forced Daniel Bryan to attend anger management therapy.
Nailed it.
Ever since Kofi and R-Truth became allies, they've been on a tear in WWE. They know how to work together as a tag team. Then on the other side of the ring, judging from the last few weeks, Kane and Daniel Bryan are far from being on the same page.
Same page. Daniel and Kane aren't even reading the same book. Whereas Kofi...
And he tags his partner in.
Momentum has certainly shifted here, Michael.
Oof. Tagged in. We talk about being on the same page, and Truth and Kofi certainly are. But what do you think Kane and Daniel Bryan shared experience in anger management can create a... He's got the shoulders down. And he's able to get out.
He's still in this.
He's making a statement here with this attack. Kane gets tagged in.
What are we going to see here?
Look at the power.
Harsh impact.
I need to say, guys, if Daniel Bryan and Kane can work together and win here tonight, Dr. Shelby deserves a Nobel Peace Prize.
Well, I hate to burst your bubble, Cole, but I have it on good authority that Dr. Shelby isn't even a certified therapist. My sources on the health board say he dropped out of medical school to visit Tibet on some kind of spiritual excursion. He's a fraud.
Oh, look at it.
And R-Truth evades that one.
Here we go. That's how you put an exclamation point on a match.
Whoa, hard.
Maybe a figment of your imagination, but little Jimmy hurts.
The cover. One. And he stops the count.
Can we address R-Truth and Little Jimmy, please. If anyone needs Dr. Shelby, it's R-Truth. The guy's...
He might have it.
Face buster.
But I don't know how much gas he has left, guys. Second time?
Looking for all the glory here. He breaks the pin. The tag team scene here in WWE is undergoing a bit of a renaissance, and it's because of action like this.
Cole, I was reaching out to get R-Truth help for his imaginary delusion, but you're here enabling self-destructive behavior. We know what having imaginary friends well into adulthood can do to a person.
Look at Kane. It's coming.
Is he done?
And this is all part of Kofi.
Nice job breaking out of that one.
But there's plenty more work for him to do here.
Here comes R-Truth.
He looks to be losing a bit of leverage here.
We're in Boston in a building where many great champions